Assalamu alaikum, dear students, dear viewers. My today's lecture is for class 12 students, and our topic is the cockfight. As you know that from last 3 days we are discussing the characters of the story, the cockfight. I discussed with you the theme of the story in the first lecture, and then in the second lecture yesterday I discussed with you the character sketch of Johnny. In this lecture we will compare and contrast the characters of Shahmal and Johnny, who are the two women characters of the story. जो वुमन कैरेक्टर्स हैं इसमें दो कैरेक्टर्स हैं, एक शाहमाल है और एक है जॉनी। कल मैंने आपके साथ जॉनी का कैरेक्टर डिस्कस किया कि जॉनी का कैरेक्टर कैसा है इस स्टोरी में, और आज हम जॉनी को कंपेयर करेंगे शाहमाल के कैरेक्टर के साथ। We will compare and contrast the characters of Shahmal and Johnny. Shahmal and Johnny, the skinny, were neighbors. As you know that these Shahmal and Johnny were neighbors. The story does not tell us about Johnny's family, but जो Shahmal है, Shahmal was a married woman. Ghulam Khan was her husband. Both the women kept hens. Johnny had 5 hens and a cock. Shahmal had 2 hens. She wanted to get a cock for her hens. Both Johnny and Shahmal were contrasted in some respects. As already mentioned, the story does not tell us anything about Johnny's husband and children. Shahmal had a husband. She dominated him. It is she who forced him to buy a cock for her hens. Johnny was friendly as a neighbor, but Shahmal was jealous. She was very anxious to have a cock to give company to her hens. She did not like Johnny's cock coming to her compound at all times. When he came to give company to her hens, she welcomed him, but when he scattered grains on rice or rice in the compound, then she abused him. She invoked all the curse of the world for Johnny's cock. Johnny minded this. Then she said in her mind that she would break the legs of Johnny's cock if he ever stepped into her compound. Shahmal was proud of the superior breed of her cock. Johnny had no such pride. Johnny was a better woman so far as courtesy and manners were concerned. Shahmal was proud and arrogant. Johnny did not mind her cock giving company to the hens of Shahmal, but Shahmal wanted a cock out of spite for Johnny the skinny. Shahmal was superstitious. She believed that a cock that crowded at nightfall was a creature of ill omen. The story does not tell us if Johnny the skinny was superstitious. She did not criticize Shahmal for bringing a cock which crowed at nightfall. Shahmal was ill-tempered. She bought the cock out of spite. She disliked Johnny's cock of scattering rice in her compound. After the arrival of her own cock, she became revengeful. She wanted to break the legs of Johnny's cock if he ever stepped into her compound. The fight between the two cocks reveals the worst side of Shahmal's nature. She felt proud that her cock had been able to defeat Johnny's cock. She had wanted to get rid of her cock in the beginning, but after the fight, she felt proud of her cock. She wanted to keep him for his fighting prowess. That also shows that Shahmal was not a woman of her word. तो इस तरह से हमने इस लेक्चर में दो कैरेक्टर्स को कंपेयर किया, किस तरह से शाहमाली और जो जॉनी है किस तरह से इनके दरमियान जो कंट्रोवर्सी होती है, तो किस तरह से जो जॉनी होती है शी ट्राइज टू बी वेरी काइंड, वो अच्छा बर्ताव करना चाहती है जो उसकी हमसाया है शाहमाल के साथ। बट ऑन द अदर हैंड जो शाहमाल का जो कैरेक्टर है, दैट्स शी इज अनकाइंड, शी इज एरोगेंट, she does not she does not have good relations with her neighbor Johnny the Skinny। तो इस तरह से हमने इस लेक्चर में इन दो कैरेक्टर्स को कंपेयर किया और हमें पता चला कि जो जॉनी द स्किनी का जो कैरेक्टर है इस स्टोरी में वो बहुत अच्छा है, शी इज वेरी काइंड। बट इसके अगेंस्ट जो शाहमाल का कैरेक्टर है, शी इज वेरी जेलस, शी उसका जो कैरेक्टर है वो इस स्टोरी में अच्छा नहीं है। तो इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में हम कैरेक्टर स्केच ऑफ गुलाम खान डिस्कस करेंगे।